Are you tired of playing in the Iron Division for more ranks that you can count? Are you tired of losing because your teammates suck and they're holding you back? Well, let me tell you something. You, my friend, you are the one that suck.
羽ばたいたら戻らないと言って目指したのは青い
If you really want to climb and get out of the Iron Division, you are in the right video. If you follow the steps that I'm gonna tell you, if you do everything I say, at the end of this video, you will be learning exactly how to get out of Iron, and if you don't, I'll give you your money back. I promise. The first thing that you need to do is ask yourself, do I even know what League of Legends is about? And the answer will be no, you don't. So pay attention. League of Legends is a complex game with a lot of information, a lot of characters to learn, a lot of items, a lot of abilities, and an infinite number of strategies to win. But don't worry about it, because to be honest, to get out of low elo, you just need the minimum information, the minimum number of things that you need to know in order to climb. So, the answer to the first question, what is League of Legends about? You just need to destroy the enemy nexus, that's it. You ready? The main goal of League of Legends is to destroy the enemy nexus, that's how you win a game. Not getting kills, not chasing Singed, not wanting to do montage plays that you just saw watching Gosu. But Pelumbras, getting kills gives me gold to help me guard my team. The first step to climb out of Iron is to accept that you're really not good at the game. So probably what you think is a good idea, it's just not. One example of this, at the end of Season 8, one guy on Reddit came out with a top secret strategy that was called Inting Cyan, which consisted in picking Cyan and farming the lane as fast as you could so you could get in the tower range, and hit the tower until you destroyed it, and repeat. Destroying towers gave you so much gold that you became so tanky that the enemy team had to send 3 or more people to deal with you, but it didn't matter because you were anyway destroying the tower with your passive and demolish until eventually you won the game. Without caring of feeding the enemy laner or the jungler, a Cyan that went 0 in 20 had an 80% win rate, because even when he was dying a lot, he was doing what the game is really about, getting towers, getting inhibitors, and eventually destroying the nexus. But don't you even dare try out a strategy like that right now, you're not ready yet. So, where were we? The second question is gonna be, alright, so how do I get to destroy the enemy nexus? As we stated before, you need to destroy towers, and how does that work? You need your minions to get to the tower. I know that. You may know that, but what you don't know is having your minions in tower range is not only so you don't die because the tower killed you. Having your minions there lowers the resistances of the tower. Here's an example of what happens when your minions are in tower range. So, next thing you need to know about the towers. Since pre-season of Season 8, the outer turret have something called turret plating, in which the HP bar of the tower was divided into 5 small HP bars, and every time you destroy one little HP bar, you get gold. But every time one HP bar is destroyed, the next one is gonna be harder to destroy. You gotta keep that in mind, so you probably don't overstay to get another plate and get some extra gold, and risk getting caught by the enemy team collapsing on you. One last thing you need to remember about the turret plating is that they fall off at minute 15, and it is now so much easier to get the tower as they don't have any resistances. So, at this point, you may be thinking, but Balloon Brass, I already know all these things. Tell me how to be challenger. And maybe you knew this basic information, but be patient. We're getting there, buddy. I'm not gonna wait to say this any further. The next step that guarantees like 80% of the chance that you are gonna climb out of iron, and even higher than that, is don't use the chat. I'm gonna say it one more time, as it is one of the most important steps. It is the secret to climb out of low elo. It is what the pro players and challengers don't want you to know. It is the ultimate step in the ladder of success. Don't use the chat. You don't need it to climb. If what you want is to have fun in your ranked games, this is not the game for you, and you're watching the wrong video. Ranked games are not fun. Sometimes you enjoy winning or playing, but having fun, don't fool yourself. But Balloon Brat, I like talking to my teammates and making jokes and meeting cool e-girls, so I can have a distance relationship and ruin my life forever. I understand, little buddy. You can play League for that, normals or ARAMs or even Twisted Trilling or Nexus Blitz, but not ranked games. The reason to mute the chat is that you don't really need to say anything in low elo, as honestly, everybody really think they're doing the right thing. And think about it. It is minute 10 into the game, and you have died 3 times. What happens in all chat? They're flaming you. And if they don't flame you, you may be the one flaming, which affects directly in your attitude towards the game. Or, if you're a toxic piece of shit, you will affect in the way your team plays, and even making them leave the game and go AFK, or trolling, or feeding, or whatever. So, right now, pause the video, go to config, and click disable all chat. You done? Alright, so next step is to mute your teammates every time you get into the game. I know you will feel curious about what they're saying. You want to unmute them and read what they're saying. Just don't. I'm gonna say it again. If you really want to get out of iron, I promise, if you do this, you will. That way, you will be focusing in the game, focusing in the map, focusing on where the enemies are, what abilities they use, where did they go to war, which of your allies need or will need help. Put it in just a few words. You can actually focus on what you're doing. Also, you should disable all enemy emotes and master emotes. You need to realize, of all the players in the world, you are among the worst. So we need to remove everything that distracts you and everything you don't actually need out of the game. At this point, you're almost ready to get out of iron, even if you think these things are not gonna make you climb, and you want to climb by being a mechanical god and carrying your team every match by going 20-0. Bro, you're dreaming. You may achieve that in 10 years, but if you want to get out of iron in just a few weeks, keep watching. The next thing that you need to know is you are in this division because you really know so little about the game, like what the enemy champions do, or even what the champions that you play do. The enemy damage, your cooldowns, your opponent's cooldowns, etc. But don't worry, I don't want you to learn all that. Not to get out of iron, you don't need those things. But what you do need to know is what the champion that you're playing can do. And how do you do that? Alright, so right now, I want you to think of 2 champions and only 2 champions. It doesn't matter what criteria you use. The handsome one, the fat one, the skinny one, the scary one, the hot one, the hotter one. You're just gonna play those 2 champions in just one position if possible. Take your time, think about them and pick your 2 champions. Because once you do that, you cannot change them. You are gonna be playing just those 2 champions until you reach the goal, Bronze 4. By playing only 2 champions in the same lane, after a few games you will control your champion automatically without thinking on what to do next while farming or fighting, and by knowing your champion perfectly, you will be open to a new world where you can actually focus on winning the game. So what things you need to know about your champions for starters? Its abilities and cooldowns, its damage, its healing, its tankiness, its speed, its attack speed, depending on what champion you chose.
Hey guys, so apparently I made a very long script about what this video was going to be about, and I'm barely halfway through it. So I really don't want to make a very long video, so I'm gonna end this one right here, and I'll be uploading part 2 in a few days. Also, I know I haven't even introduced myself, so you may be thinking, who the heck's this guy giving me advice? And the truth is, I just didn't want to wait to upload this video because I don't really have an introduction video or whatever. But I promise I will have some clean socials and all the info about me in the next video. Right now you can go to my Twitter and slide into my DMs and ask me anything that you want to know, as I really hope that every single person that watches my videos is able to actually get out of iron. So besides of just making a video and leaving it up there for you, I would like to help you any way that's possible. Also, you can subscribe to my channel so you don't miss when I upload part 2 and upcoming guides. It will really help me a lot. If you liked the video, give it a like, and if you didn't, I hope you like the next one. So in the meantime, I hope you can use what I say in this video. Also, you can use this time to pick your 2 champions and getting to know them better. Something that I want to say, there's really many ways to climb divisions. What I say in this video is not like the only way to climb. Like I said before, League of Legends is a very complete game and it has just so many things to learn. But what I say in this video, I actually think is a 99.999% error proof to climb. So thank you and see you next time.
Pikachu!